This video will be about the Shekinah glory and the lover's card because it is very important to understand a deeper biblical and kabbalistic meaning to the cards. So this video will be a part 2 of the lover's card and the Holy Spirit. That's the video I did before this, and it pertained to information that if you missed it, you can always watch it in my video playlist. There is a lot you can glean by sort of scrying into the tarot cards. I told you in my last video about the lover's card representing the Roman numeral 6, while also representing the 7th Hebrew letter Zayn, symbolizing a double-edged sword. We covered the zodiacal information being Gemini and corresponding to the 12th tribe Manasseh. This has to do with the 7th day of rest and the Shekinah with the lover's card. I would like to start this video off with an excerpt from a book called The Miracle of the Seventh Day by Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz. And I hope I said his name right. It describes what the woman of the house does on the Sabbath evening when she lights the Shabbat candles. The lighting of the candles fulfills a part of the commandment to enjoy the Shabbat and festivals, which includes illuminating the home during mealtime, and is a sign of respect for the sanctity of those days. Even though this obligation applies to all those eating at the given place, the commandment to light the candles is incumbent first and foremost upon the woman of the house, and a man does not light if his wife is present. The woman takes upon herself the sanctity of Shabbat through the act of lighting the candles. The woman is to light the candles, cover her eyes with the palm of her hands, and recite a personal prayer after lighting the candles. The candle lit by the woman of the house emphasized the light of the Shabbat, the sanctification of the home with the coming of the day, and the special role of the woman on this level of Shabbat evening. This level is bound up with the divine manifestation of the Shekinah. The Shekinah has a double aspect to it, the source of power for all lower entities, and it is also the totality, the vessel that absorbs all that is done in the world. The Shekinah in Kabbalah is called kingdom, the summoning up and culmination of the previous week, the beginning manifestation of the Shabbat itself as the crown of the week, the 7th day. Now when we look back to the card, the lover's card, okay, let's see. Is the male figure looking at the female in the card? Yes. Could it be an image of the husband watching the woman of the house, his wife, light the Shabbat candles for him and herself? I see it so clearly now. The female has a special relationship with the Shekinah. That's why we see Eve looking up at the archangel Raphael. We don't see Adam looking at the archangel. No. He's looking at his wife, because Eve was the one that brought death into the world. And now she is the one who will rekindle the light. She extinguished the light, and she shall rekindle the light. If you take a look between the Adam and Eve figures, you will see the puffy clouds underneath the archangel Raphael. Do you see a Hebrew letter in the cloud? It has a red spark of fire in it, the spark of life. It's on the right-hand side. The Hebrew letter is Shin, which is very important to know. It represents fire, God's Spirit. The Holy Spirit is coming down upon Adam and Eve like a dove in a spiritual marital union called Sabbath day or Shabbat. Sabbath is the 7th day. You see the sort of shape of of a dove in the cloud. I noticed that the artist of the deck put these symbols in it, but you have to find them like it's a Where is Waldo book. It definitely looks like a shin. And I know it's a shin because the shin, it's it's got to do with the Shekinah. It's one of the three mother letters. Aleph is air, Mem is water, and then there's Shin. Shin is fire. The letter Shin begins the word Al Shaddai and Shalom. Further study on the letter opens your mind and heart to what the Shekinah is and how wonderful it is to be able to understand her, God's glory. The word Shekinah is a feminine word. I read she's like the primordial disaster. She consumes, she has sharp teeth, while also being a queen, a bride, and a woman of valor, a good wife, a personality of great power. She is the practical applied knowledge, and her husband, he is pure knowledge. I read somewhere that Bina and Malkut are the Sephra that correspond the most with the Shekinah. Bina, understanding, Malkuth, kingdom. Shekinah has an understanding of the kingdom. She's the glory, and she will comfort you. The righteous are clothed with her.